Well, well, well. Look who finally decided to return. Me. Hey, how what up, what's happening? It's Tommy the Wolf Boy, aka Pretty Blicky, aka Slick Blick, aka everybody's favorite baby father, including yours. Because if I wasn't your favorite baby father, you wouldn't be here right now, either on my stream or watching this back later. Whether you're on the stream right now or watching this shit back later, please understand you would not be here unless I was your favorite baby father. Now, all jokes aside, let's get into the stream. Um, I started up something not too long ago. I think it's right here. All right, so I wanted to skip the intro because it can be kind of long, and I didn't want to go through the trouble of forcing everybody to sit through me running through the character creator and doing all of that. I kind of wanted to just hit y'all with the big reveal of what my Baldur's Gate 3 character looks like. Well, I'm not worried about that. Uh, yeah, so I got rid of all of these because these weren't necessary. Angel theme. I mean, I guess I can enable that level 30 enhanced Queen's garments. I guess I'll enable that as well. Presets, unlock level curve. All right, yeah, this should be fine. So I tried to do some co-op Baldur's Gate 3 gameplay with a few people, and it didn't really work out too well because they had a bunch of goofy shit on, like big busty body and all of this other shit. And I'm a Twitch streamer, but even though I'm like a little immature with some of my jokes, like I do have some standards. It is like there's a few mods that I use to make like the characters look better overall, like texture mods and shit like that. But if I'm doing like an actual stream, I don't want to make any of my viewers uncomfortable. It's a lot of kids on this platform. I don't really want to be streaming that type of,
We are
immature shit.
here.
But yeah,
Yeah.
this is what I'm working with. Just so y'all can see my character a little better. Let me go to the little screen right here. Oh, shout out to the people
We are trapped.
uh I made crack up yesterday. I was popping in and out of different people's streams. Um, got a few followers. Uh, one girl named T. I think
Help us.
another girl named Sani. Hold on, let me incoming ad break just to give y'all a heads up. Beware, it starts in like 40 seconds.
Release us.
I gotta look at my followers list. Hurry up. So oh no, not Sani, just Sai. So shout out to T
We
Wasabi
are
and Miss
here.
Side Pinup.
Here.
Oh, what's funny? I literally just looked over at the other follower that I got yesterday. I was like, how do I pronounce this person's
We
name?
are
And then I looked
trapped.
down and you're in chat. How are you doing today? Are you feeling well? Did you eat? Have you smiled today? What's going on? Even if you don't feel well, you can talk to me about it.
Help us.
You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to be feeling good in these streets. I know a lot of Twitch streamers typically do the whole like, oh, I'm not a therapist. Don't come to
Release
my stream if
us.
you're having a bad day. I'm a little different. Show up as you are.
We are here. Here. We are trapped.
When I first
Help
looked at this name, I
us.
wanted to say Eric Q.
Release us.
Ad break 15 seconds.
We are here.
Okay, Erica or Eric Q, yes.
We are trapped.
What's good, Erica? Welcome to the stream. The sun is out, the buns is out. My buns ain't out, but I know somebody buns is out. Is is buns and the sun just go together.
Help us.
But yeah, as everybody can see now that the ad break is over, um, this is my character,
Release us.
you know. She has another outfit. This outfit is the outfit that pops up when
We
you're
are
at camp.
here.
This is her
Here.
other outfit. You know, eventually, if y'all, stick around
We are
and join
trapped.
my streams consistently, you will know that above all else, the bad bitchery and the witchery must commence and continue at all costs. No matter what game I'm playing,
Help us.
the baby girls have to be dripped out. You got some people who obsess over, you feel what I'm saying, trying to make the characters extra filk. And don't get me wrong, I love me
Release
some filk
us.
nills, but more than anything, I love a dope ass outfit. The bad bitchery and the witchery. Okay, you feel what I'm saying? Like and that's not the only phrase I do it with, right? You got the bad bitchery and the
We are
witchery, but then
here.
you got the big backery and the snackery
Here.
always being on the attackery. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's levels to this. The big backery and the snackery is always on the attackery. That's my favorite one because everybody relates
We
to
are
big backery and
trapped.
snackery. Like even vegan people love shit that ain't vegan so much they made their own version of that food so they could keep eating it. That's
Help
how I
us.
know big backery and snackery is universal. It is universal. You feel what I'm saying? Like you gotta accept the big backery. But yeah, all of this random stuff in my
Release
inventory is
us.
really just shit I started with as well as some of the shit I added. Now, this game is an RPG game, Baldur's Gate 3, all your choices matter.
We are
And,
here.
I'm just here to make everybody's
Here.
morning a little bit more entertaining, a little bit more comforting. So whether you got me playing in the background or you're actively popping in and out of stream, typing and all of that, whether you typing or
We
lurking or
are
typing, it's all
trapped.
love. I am a writer, by the way. So, if I wasn't able to wordsmith, I would be a very poor writer.
Yes. You've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
Now, I've played this game multiple times, beat it multiple times, and I know what's going on. So my decisions are going to be based off of prior knowledge. It makes perfect sense if the shit y'all would say doesn't match up with the shit I'm saying. Just putting it out there, right? So basically, the fucking brain is talking to us, and it's talking to us using psionics, which is like another form of telepathy, basically. So it's basically the brain is using itself to talk to me instead of actual out loud words. Um, but I'm gonna skip past some of the intro stuff and just choose the answers that get right to the point. I
Remove
think you're
us
past
from
the
this
point of
body,
saving.
from this case. Free us, please.
Now, my character is overpowered because again, I beat this game, so I'm using cheats. Uh, I'm using an investigation to basically see if my skills of investigation will actually win against the odds. And as y'all can see, I have bonuses down at the bottom, like intelligence, cheatability, investigation proficiency, investigation expertise. And that basically tells you like where I'm getting my bonuses from and how many points those bonuses are worth, right? You don't have to memorize all the details. All you got to know is that difficulty class up at the top of the screen. I got to get a number on the dice that's higher than that. And that bone, and then basically those bonuses are would give me a better chance of getting a better number. Yeah, and I got hella bonuses, so obviously I got it.
You notice edema, a swelling of the brain causing pressure where it strains against the shell of the skull.
Edema, you said. All right, well, uh, I've watched a lot of a lot of hospital shows, but you know, I'm gonna leave it to the video game version of me to figure that out. Let's make a medicine check to see if my skills as a medical doctor or surgeon will hold up. And they most definitely do, you know.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient should it prove a threat. Your fingers twitch with the desire to rip its tender, moist meat to shreds.
So the character, it's the one and only baby father, everybody's favorite baby father. Thanks again for the shout out. Thanks again for the warm welcome. I was on Twitch, uh, showing love to as many people as I could, and you're one of the people I found. I hung around, looked at the Fatal Frame gameplay because I love with all my heart old games, especially when they get remastered or remade. And I'm not the only one. It's me, Yoshi, Man, and like a few other people in my friend group who like really, really love old games. And on the side over here, right, like if we're ever on Discord, I can actually show you. Um, there are a bunch of old systems. So there's the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, two PlayStation 3s, a PlayStation 4, a Nintendo 64, a Wii, a Wii U, and a Nintendo Switch, a Nintendo Switch 2, a PlayStation 5. Like we got the whole setup. Um, Eventually, when I get like the right capture card and the right setup, I'll be able to stream those old games. Yeah, I could open up a museum low key. Um, and that wouldn't be a bad idea, especially if I had more than one version of that system. Like I would open up an arcade museum where basically it's just a ton of old stuff and we don't really sell it to people unless it's people who like really, really love the love the games. Like, they just one of those people that fell in love with the games, fell in love with the experience, fell in love with the collections, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe we can come up off something, but ultimately I don't think I would sell it. It would be like a library where like we really just give stuff out based off of like, you know, uh like a loyalty system or something like that for people who really love it, like especially if they have like a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel or something like that related to uh what I'm saying, video games or gaming systems, or even people who repair stuff, because I binge watch videos every now and again of people repairing stuff. Also, Stream Elements bot dropped a link in chat, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about the company I started, Botanical Blacktivity. So we basically specialize in making it easier for people to learn about and ultimately grow the healthiest versions of pretty much anything you can grow and eat. So, a little known fact, when it comes to people immigrating to the United States and people living in the United States, uh, a lot of politicians go out of their way to make sure the healthiest things we can grow and eat are not grown, sold, or depicted in academic textbooks in areas that have like a large population of people of color and or immigrants. So what ends up happening is a lot of people grow up not knowing about healthier versions of food. Like I know corn isn't necessarily the healthiest thing, but ultimately there are other versions of corn that contain like a viable source of protein and stuff like that, or how purple tomatoes are more nutritionally dense in terms of like if you're comparing it to like most red tomatoes. So like just as an example, um we bought a bunch of heirloom seeds, right? Commercial seeds are like highly, mass produced and all of that, and they don't really grow the healthiest foods. But heirloom seeds tend to be a bit more rare and a bit more sought after. So, we bought a bunch of seeds and we started giving them out for free. And that is basically what botanical blacktivity is. Then I came up with the idea of, well, now I have access to all of this information. It would be dope if I could give this information to other people for free without charging them for it. And then, like, maybe accept donations for all of the hard work that we've done and, like all of the money we put into buying the heirloom seeds and shipping it out to people, because it cost like almost $100 to ship the last like 10 or 11 packages. So it was like, maybe we'll be cool with accepting donations, but we don't want to actually charge people for this information or for this service. So that's basically what Botanical Blacktivity is. Um, I took a little break because it was very overwhelming to do the Twitch streaming and the charity work and volunteer at local gardens in my area, in my city, because there's multiple community gardens. So I took a break and was doing like a bunch of different other stuff creatively behind the scenes. And now I'm back into it. So as I'm streaming, I'm telling people about it, trying to invite people to the Discord. If the Discord link doesn't work, please let me know. Because Discord continuously changes your share link. So I have to, go to Streamlabs and continuously update it. Otherwise, it won't really work. But yeah, in terms of my Discord chat, if y'all want to stay up with me either on Discord or on social media, the easiest way to do that is just to look at the about section of my Twitch page. Like I got all my links right there. And then in the Discord, if you like Pokemon, for example, like we have Pokemon games that you don't really have to type constantly to get the game to function, because you know how in some Discord servers they have cute little bots, but it forces you to like type for every single individual command. Well, this bot is actually set up to bring up a little screen to where you push buttons and you can play like Pokemon like you would back in the day. So Pokemon Red, Pokemon Yellow, that's pretty much like how it plays, but with updated graphics. It even shows you an inventory and all other types of cool stuff. So, I got that in there. There's a Discord bot for music. So if you want to just sit in there and listen to music all day, you can also do that. Um, if you want to just sit and talk to me all day on a random, you can do that as well. My Discord chat is always open, so just tag me, and I'll be in there quick. Then we have a Russian roulette system where if you love different video games and different anime, you can actually play a Russian roulette type game that'll try to pair you up with a random woman or a random man in video game or anime. So you go in the chat and for example, if you're looking for a waifu, you would type I forget what it is. It's like I think it's money sign. The money sign. I forget what the term for it is, but it's basically the money sign or an exclamation point and then WG. So waifu, W, and G for gaming, it would bring up a random woman or a random waifu in gaming. You would get paired. If you don't know who that person is, typically what we'll do is we'll go look them up to see if the video game or the anime is actually worth a watch. And then if they're like doing some weird stuff where like it's an anime with a really really young looking girl, she's like thousands of years old, but she looks like a little kid, then we'll basically just be like, yeah, no, that's just one of those weird video games or weird anime that we don't talk about. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that alone. Um, because like I said before, I prefer to make people feel comfortable, and I don't play none of that, you know, kitty diddling stuff in my chat. And that's just too close to the line. Like I always thought that was kind of strange, but always looking for a wife. I love that because I just started growing a garden last year, moved to an area that doesn't have Asian grocery, and I didn't want to travel 40 minutes. The link doesn't work, or maybe it's not public. All right, so let me drop this link because I know for a fact Discord forces you to update your links constantly. So I'm gonna get this server link copied, and I'm gonna drop it in chat now. Now I'm gonna go to Stream Elements and update my link so that at least for a week or for a day or whatever, my link will actually be working properly. The link for Google Docs. Oh, it's the storage. Gmail trying to get me to pay for extra storage. So instead of deleting my emails automatically, they just kind of, let me see, emails and trash. Hmm. All right, I think I can get rid of the large attachment because pretty much everything I'd be looking for is in my drive, so that shouldn't be a problem. All right, access to file has been updated. Reload for changes to take effect. Mm. All right, there we go. The Google Docs should be working now. Let me know if it is not. And let me see. Twitch. This is the Google Doc. And let me go back to Stream Elements with my Discord link to make sure that's updated. Being a content creator is hard. Timer, Discord timer. Copy this. Save that. Go to what is it? Google Docs. Okay, botanical blacktivity. There we go. And let me go here. Copy this link. Paste it into Stream Elements. Oh, that's why it wasn't working. I got it. All right, so I updated that, and everything should be working now. Yeah, I actually made one of my goals, 50 followers. I just hit 50 followers because y'all followed me yesterday. So thank you for that. All right, so let me see. I hate when my undershirt get wet because as soon as my undershirt get wet, it just becomes very uncomfortable. All right, let me go back to the game real quick so I can keep playing while I talk about stuff. But yeah, I put in the work to figure out how a lot of these systems work, and then Yoshi and Man put in a whole lot of work and money to basically fund the project. They paid for a bunch of shit, and yeah, it's been a blast. It's definitely overwhelming seeing how many like hundreds and honestly thousands of people made the shit go viral as quickly as it did on Threads. Because I woke up to 20,000 views on the post and on my page. And it was just people blowing up my email. Even to this day, it's still people emailing me like, hey, y'all still giving out seeds? And I'm like, I wanna email them back, but but it's so expensive to ship this shit out. Like I gotta make sure I have a foundation and try to build my shit up on Twitch and start like, you know what I'm saying? You see it? Like so you see that like when you look at that and you look at the food glossary and realize how much work we put into it, you're like, okay, yeah, yeah, nah, like it. And you're doing the Twitch streaming, and I make music, by the way. Then I started getting into journalism just because of all of the injustices going on with the Epstein files. Like I was always interested in current events because I wanted to be a knowledgeable individual, like just in general, like in the general sense, I wanted to be a knowledgeable person. But then once the Epstein files drama dropped, I was like, oh, this shit is like everywhere, and you have to be a lot more aware than how would I say? How do I say this? Like whatever we considered common sense to be before, in order to survive in this environment now, your common sense has to be like exponentially more honed, more sharp than it was previously, like back when we were kids. Like it's really that bad. Like all of the different scams, like when it comes to people parking their car in the parking lot, like in you know what I'm saying, like somebody leaves some shit on your windshield and it's like, oh, if you take it off your windshield, it'll have drugs on it and you get woozy and you like it's all of these random social media posts like scaring the shit out of the masses, telling everybody, oh, no matter what you do, if you're in a parking lot, don't put the baby on board bumper stickers because people will target you, or you know what I'm saying. It's crazy. And I always feel weird because from my perspective, like um psychology is my main thing, right? Like I like understanding the way people think, why people do what they do, having the tools necessary to navigate interpersonal relationships. You feel what I'm saying? Um having platonic relationships with women or just with different people in general, being able to like actually keep friendships stable by just treating people well and doing things the right way the first time around as often as you can. It's like because of that pattern of behavior, me being one of the lucky ones who can actually do shit like that, I've gotten to a point where when I see stuff like that on social media, and I'm trying to like cope with that shit in real time, I'll notice that all of this stuff I'm worried about, right? Or all of the random bullying that happens on social media or the TED Talks and podcasts about relationships or oh as a man or oh as a woman, all of that stuff, right? I'm noticing that there is a large demographic of just like shit that don't make sense. Is very ignorant. It's very like it's designed to be antagonistic so that you get all emotional and start talking about, oh, well, these bitches ain't shit, and or like basically feeding into the gender war bullshit, right? But there's also another part of the spectrum where some of the quietest people who don't really talk on social media, like myself, where I don't talk on my Facebook or my Instagram like that. I just be disappearing for long stretches of time. The people who are the most worth it are oftentimes the hardest people to get in contact with, or the hardest people to get close to on like a personal level, right? And then there's another part where I've noticed that as a person, I tend to be very, very upfront and very like, I wouldn't say I'm blunt because I don't like hurting people's feelings with the truth. So I'm not a blunt person, but I'm a transparent person. So like, no matter what it is you ask me, I'll always do my best to give you a very transparent and honest answer. Now, I recognize a lot of people use that to kind of like throw people off, right? Where if, say, like if you're dealing with somebody whose main goal is to like try to get as much money from people or to use people, like if that person is a user, whether it be for money or for sex or for emotional labor, whatever it is, right? They will try to use honesty to disarm people and then like jump to being like very a little bit too, oh, TMI, right? Like it'll get to a point where it's too much information too soon. And I've noticed that there's this weird, like, either you go all the way to one side where you're like, oh, depression isn't real. You feel what I'm saying? These bitches ain't shit, whatever, red pill, like, or whatever the case may be, like you feed into the bullshit, or you kind of get careful and you like, be a little behind the scenes where like it'll just be somebody you never really thought would kind of be on that type of time. And then you find out they sexually assaulted somebody. And you see it all on social media when it comes to different types of content creators, where like certain content creators will blow up, but like they will be the quiet ones. And even the quiet ones will do questionable shit. And basically, I say all that to say this: me kind of doing all of the shit that I do and putting so much effort into it and worrying about it and, presenting myself the way that I do on social media, I do that with a certain level of transparency consistently because I want people to see the difference between somebody who gets kind of deep every now and again versus somebody who just does have depth to them as a person on a consistent level. Because I actively watch people I care about get deeply wrapped up in and pulled into certain stuff on social media about certain influencers who are like the gym bros or whatever, who make a lot of negative comments about people who are technically overweight. And it's like they have so much to say about the body positive movement or whatever. um you got the hoteps that be telling women they're not supposed to have menstrual cycles. You feel what I'm saying? Like the fake doctors who really don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You got the people that be, selling the CMOS. And it's like, if CMOS is your thing, then cool. But don't bullshit people by telling people a bunch of shit that ain't true about it, just to basically sell a product. So like in the end, I wanted to make my brand like Baby Father, Pretty Blicky. I wanted my name and my brand, my face, my voice, everything about me to be so transparent and honest that the people I attracted were people who were just like, sometimes they were autistic and they didn't know how to mask their real personality anyway. Sometimes, you feel me, they're just a well-rounded person who appreciates people. Because right now, the thing is entertainment, not people. That's why people like Asmund Gold or Chud the Builder have so many fans. Because on one hand, as long as you're entertaining, even if the shit you're doing is cruel as fuck and like really evil as fuck, ultimately it's entertaining. And even if you're not subscribed to that, garbage ass, misogynistic ass, rape apologist, whatever, even if you are technically on the right side of history, there's a good chance that you're still making that person's name hold weight to advertisers because the the content creator you're subscribed to is gonna go watch the entire fucking video and then make a reaction to it. So now that fucked up, cruel, evil person's name is in the title, it's in the comments, it's in the description, and we're pushing, pushing, pushing that content instead of basically going like, oh, I heard that happen, word of mouth, and then focusing our attention towards, I don't know, people who do shit that's a little more impactful in a positive way. And then even that can become a little problematic and nuanced because like when you think about it, it's some people who do the least amount of good, right? They only do what's necessary to convince you they're a good person, right? Like all of these rich people on stream who be doing charity streams, right? Of course, it's nice that they, donate money to these charities, but how many of these charities are actually being like vetted and put under a microscope so people can see how real their charitable, spirit is? How many of these people are using their donations or the donations that their fans make in their name as like a tax write-off? It's like how many of the people we see on social media who seem like they have great relationships are really in like fucked up relationships with people who don't value them, people who don't respect them, or something like that. And them being on the content creation tip is really the only way they can connect with people who actually make them feel stimulated and fulfilled. Because like maybe their relationship is like stagnant. And even though they're ready to like live life to the fullest and, do a bunch of interesting, cool shit. Maybe the person they're with is like, yeah, no, I just want a traditional relationship where my wife just makes me dinner all the time and, does the dishes and, it's like sometimes you get to a point where even if it's not about romance, you get to a point where you realize, oh shit, I've been working towards something my entire life and maybe I didn't even want it as much as I thought I did. And now I have a child or, now I'm this age and it's like I'm watching my peers basically not really care too much. Meanwhile, I'm still giving a fuck. I'm still learning. I'm still adapting, being open-minded and whatnot. You hit the nail on the head with the charity thing. I think most of them are genuine, but I had to unfollow a person whose whole thing was charity, but it went straight to their PayPal and not using something like Tiltify or Vetted or yeah. And that's exactly what I mean. There's a certain level of transparency you can inject consistently into your content to like to show people that you really give a fuck. And honestly, I think the main trait of that is being willing to starve with everybody else instead of building an empire for yourself on the backs of your fan base. Like that's basically just my philosophy, right? It's different when you have a kid because when you have a kid, your child cannot consent to the struggle you have chosen, right? So once you have a child, whatever money you get has to go to your kid first. So I completely understand that like certain parents on social media who manage to make money off of, whatever was going on in their life, right? The first thing they do is they buy their kid clothes, make sure there's enough food in the house, make sure they're going to a nice school, make sure they live in a safe neighborhood and all of that. I'm not going to judge parents for doing what they do. But when it comes to people who are already gaining traction and they already have the money and they know they don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, I feel like our first priority, if I'm getting to that point, right? Like let's say I get to that point. Let's say somebody gives me subs or I'm getting shout outs, I'm doing collaborations, I'm getting lucky, people actually give a fuck, right? Like I'm making connections on a personal level. Everything is lit. One of the first things I plan on doing once I know my rent is paid is like making sure I'm going in my Discord looking for people who aren't as well off. And if I'm worried about getting scammed, right? Like a lot of people say, "Oh, I would help out more, but I'm worried about getting scammed." Okay. I have an Instacart account. I could literally go on my stream, right? And if I need evidence to protect myself, I could say, all right, I'm doing a charity stream, everybody. Instead of having everybody donate their money to a random charity that gets millions of dollars in donations every year, let's instead donate back to the community that we are a part of. Who needs groceries? Who's having trouble paying their rent? Let me know what state you're in. We'll research the process of paying rent in your state, and I will literally go on the internet, like, and I will go to AT&T or Verizon, and I will pay your cell phone bill for you. Like, now you have extra money. I will go on my Instacart account, add you to my Instacart account, and like, yeah, cash app you the money you need to pay for these groceries. Or just order the groceries off my Instacart account after you add your address. Cool. How am I getting scammed if I'm paying for groceries? It's not a scam. Even if you had enough money to pay for your groceries, but you just wanted extra money, nobody should ever have to, you feel what I'm saying, feel like it's a scam because somebody's paying for their groceries or paying for their cell phone bill. I feel like that's just, you feel what I'm saying? It's just bills. So like in situations like that, like I think there are ways to give back to the community you're a part of. I'm loving this discussion, but sadly I have to get ready to leave the house in a bit. That's okay. Everybody got, everybody got responsibilities, as they used to say in Rugrats, responsibilities. I'm grateful that you stopped by. you know, dropped a bunch of comments in the chat. I'm 40 minutes in, the viewers is looking nice. I got 50 followers. I hit my goal. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you smile today and laugh and feel joyful. But yeah, other than that, like I like connecting with people and like whether it be from shared interest in terms of like video games or, thank you for the gifted sub. Yeah. Erica gifted you a sub. Hmm? Oh, also I make merch. I have merch, by the way. Baby mother and baby father merch. So all of the people I make merch with, uh, I basically give them all of the profit from the designs they bring me. So if it's something like I commission somebody and paid them to make me a design, I'll still split all of the merch money, like all of the profits with them. So whenever a certain design makes a profit, I'll just split the money with them. Or if it's their design, right? And I'm just working with somebody who wanted to put their design on Adidas clothing or what is it, Under Armour or American Apparel, because my merch is with Adidas and all of them, right? Like, and it's printed on site. It's not like a third party thing. That shit just gets printed on site and mailed out to whoever purchases it. I have no control over that, right? There's a privacy policy, terms and conditions, all of that. Like protected purchases with Visa, MasterCard, and all of that. Like that's completely out of my hands. It's a multi-billion dollar corporation. You feel what I'm saying? That's protecting their whole shit, right? I just got lucky. But the long tail short, whenever people come to me with their designs, like if it's another content creator and they don't know how to do the whole merch thing, I'll just let them use the pathway that I have to make their own merch, put their merch on designs, put it on my website, and then whenever that shit makes a profit, every quarter I'll just send everybody a log of all of the purchases that the fans made, so everybody knows exactly how much money they're supposed to make, right? Like you don't have to ask me how much money you're supposed to make. You just look at the fucking logs and you see, all right, this is how much money I'm supposed to have, right? So like I've been doing that for a while as well. So it's not just the charity stream with me donating, seeds to people, mailing that out, but I also donate the proceeds from all of the merch profits. But whenever you buy baby father merch, or Kami the Wolf Boy merch, or Pretty Blicky merch, uh, or pretty much everything that's not specifically, I think, like the Syndicate merch, because Syndicate is one of the people who has merch on my website. But pretty much anything that's not specifically Syndicate merch or Baby Mother merch comes directly to me. Baby Mother is actually Miss Blick, right? So she has her merch, and we've been friends for like forever and a day. We've been friends since we was like teenagers and shit. So yeah, she does her Twitch streams, and I was like, all right, well, if you want to make merch, I can help you out. And that's basically how I did that. But yeah, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Whether you're gifting a sub or dropping biddies in the chat, everything means something. I personally feel like at this point, I might as well go all the way. And even if it's just like one gifted sub every month or, some shit like that, like even if I'm just making pennies, I might as well keep streaming and, maximum effort with the stream. But I've, TED talked enough. Let's actually do some gameplay so y'all can be entertained while I'm, rambling. So this particular character playthrough is the Dark Urge playthrough. Basically, you were created by an evil god to be a serial killer. You know, it's fun to be on here and just meet people. Yes, it is. This is Baldur's Gate 3. Yes. I'm glad you know what it is. This is like if we finna be making each other crack up on stream and shit like that, it's good that we know, you know, we recognize what was the word I wanted to use? We recognize the games that we're playing. That way we know we have shared interests and shit like that. And if we ever do like collabs, either off stream or on stream, we know we have similar tastes in games. I'm definitely rejoining your stream so I can watch the Fatal Frame gameplay. Because I just watched the Fatal Frame lore video not too long ago because I was interested in the series. And the lore behind Fatal Frame is that shit is mind blowing. There's a lot of interesting like cliches, but there's also a lot of stuff that is surprisingly like graphic. Who's that dungeon master? Yeah. I play D&D as well. I haven't played D&D in a while though, because nobody seems to be as serious about it as me. You know, I'm super nerdy. I love the role play and creating your characters and shit like that. That's a bet. I'm in there. But yeah, so with the Dark Urge playthrough, because you were created to be a serial killer and all of that, you have these dark urges. And I play the good Dark Urge playthrough, where basically throughout the campaign, I try to fight the urges and become a better person and all of that. So I choose to spare the creature. Any injuries might weaken it.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed. Us. We are us.
Okay, you are us. All right, let's go.
To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Now, if you look to my side, I have a shadow spawn that I summoned just to see if I could, because I was curious about my abilities, and summoning the shadow spawn is one of the things you can do. My character's name, by the way, now that you can see her in the sun, her name is Glacia. Glacia is actually the name of the ruler of the sixth circle of hell in Dungeons and Dragons. And I figured like I would do my own little headcanon where like for some reason, Glacia decided to play a trick on everybody and had herself reincarnated. So when the evil god, made a vessel or whatever, she took that shit over and was like, "Psych, bitch! Now I'm here. I have the powers of a goddess, and I can just walk around doing whatever I want." Oh, well, well, well. Look, finally decided to show up. Oh, he has begun his pursuit, or she has begun her pursuit, or they have begun their pursuit. Thank you very much for sharing my stream. Okay, so I popped up on your shit. Now everybody's finna. Oh, I got another follower. Thank you very much. See, this is why it pays to be a sweetheart and not a dickhead. Thank you very much for sharing my stream and giving me a warm welcome. I think y'all are actually the first people on Twitch besides T to, like, you know what I'm saying, take interest and be like, "Oh, you're showing love to my stream. Let me show love to your stream." Thank you for that. Let's get into this cutscene. Let's see what we got. Oh, Bazel. Where are you, Bazel? See, I call her Bazel.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin
Leave me
tingles.
alone, Akira.
Visions rush past.
Ah,
A dragon
Akira.
swings a silver sword,
Every
and a
time.
flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh. My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
All right, so this is Lae'zel. Lae'zel's character will unfold throughout the plot. Everyone I know is so supportive of each other. Hey, you're one of the lucky ones, and now I'm one of the lucky ones too, because y'all are here. What do you suggest, Lae'zel?
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship.
Ugh.
As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
Yo, they was eating that dead body up. That's crazy that they would do that. Now we come to the combat. I am very overpowered for this, so I'm actually going to change the difficulty to tactician. Out here just numbing on head bodies. No, this is one of a bajillion playthroughs of me testing mods. I've beaten the game multiple times, but never finished it all the way out to get to the cutscenes. I watched other people's cutscenes and was like, all right, I don't like this that much. I'm gonna feel sad if I gotta end the game this way. So let me just do the ADHD thing where I forget certain things about the game, then come back and play it over and over again. And then I found out that Larian Studios has a chat where people can actually join each other for, like, specifically playing Baldur's Gate 3 or Divinity Original Sin 2. So I downloaded both of those games and played and beat them again and was like, all right, well, now I just want to play this shit with other people. And that's pretty much been what this is. I was on Twitch last night looking for different people to play games with, and I just so happened to find Sai, and I was like, all right, well, let me see what's going on. And then the cutest of all cutie patooties came on screen, and I was like, "Oh yeah, the baby is controlling the stream now. Like I can't go anywhere. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, this is This is blasphemous. That the cutest baby I've ever seen in the world, you feel what I'm saying, would just appear. Like, what are you doing here? Like, yeah. And I was like, that was, so, I was just in there. And then I saw you were playing Fatal Frame. I was like, well, shit. Let me just pop a squat. And lo and behold, I got all the love. She gave me the shout out, and you know, here we are. Next morning, enjoying our shenanigans. So this is what my move set is looking like right now. I got all the cool extra OP stuff all the way over here. The stuff I don't use that often right here. The smaller spells right here, and then my primary attacks for uh my character's weapon set right here. That's how Side gets you. It's her initially, then Child pops up, and you're like, and you gotta stay for the adorableness. It's just like, no, I'm allergic to adorableness, but I brought my EpiPen. And for now, I'm just gonna do some regular basic attacks.
No time for mercy.
Mink, stupid! You're not even gonna get the chance.
Swift and lethal.
Indeed. Oh, she doesn't have enough movement. Oh, yes, you do.
Pain be known.
Mink, stupid! You're not gonna get the chance either. Should I? Can you even jump that far? You can jump that far. Hello, Mink. Give me your back meats.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle.
Let me just aura farm a little
To
bit.
the house.
I mean, you're telling me to get to the helm, but I'm trying to aura farm. Look at the way she's walking. Like, do you understand? This is the baddest bitch in all of Faerun right now. I'm sorry, is that an elevated surface? Let me see. Where's my... Okay, so my items are all the way over here, so if I want to access them from the quick menu, I can. I don't climb. What are you talking about? It says, sorry, Shadowheart is superior. So we know who you picked. I'm not gonna lie though, Shadowheart's storyline out of everybody's, hers and Karlach's were the most impactful. But Karlach's was disappointing because you couldn't actually do anything to keep her there. Cease and desist. Yeah, that's how you catch a swift delete and ban. I don't want no damn AI followers. Silence. But yeah, Karlach's romance playthrough kind of crushed me because I was like, oh, you get this cutscene at the end where it's like, y'all are in hell killing stuff. And I was like, no, that's bullshit. No. I wanted to play through the awesomeness of being able to stay with Karlach. And then with Shadowheart, you actually got to play through the bit with her memory problems. I don't know if you've actually seen this yet, and I don't want to spoil it, but there's actually a solution in game for Shadowheart's memory problem. And if you've played as many times than I have, then basically that's just me preaching to the choir. And you probably have the items sitting in your inventory right now. Oh, Shadowheart.
Gaze machine. I can make no sense of it.
BRB. I'm gonna go grab the thing that can unlock the pod. Meeting Shadowheart's parents was crazy. And this is the little tutorial chest. I can actually spawn the tutorial chest. There's a cheat for that, but For anybody who ends up playing with me later, this is where the tutorial chest is going to be.
An unusual item. Where does it fit?
It fits in the slot to rescue Shadowheart. Do you also play D&D? Yeah, I love playing D&D. It's hard to find people to be consistent with because, you know, adult life means everybody has responsibilities. But at the same time, I find that not everybody still has a love for writing as much as I do. Like everybody kind of skips to being OP, but I really, really like having well-written characters. And I don't really harp on combat as much as I love the role play bit. And it's hard to find people who actually enjoy the role play and like the writing out your character stories and like the shit being well integrated, like long form campaign. And too many people want to play and not enough of me. Yeah, I'm gonna take this brain with me.
Brain. Nourishment for the teeth.
This brain is gonna be useful later. I was gonna say, I'm gonna take this brain, it's gonna be useful later. Um, but yeah,
Hardly a food.
when you're a DM that actually, you know, does a really good job, yeah, your players can't help but talk about you. Then people who don't have you as a DM can't help but want to play. And then once you let certain number of people in, it's like now you have like a good 10 people who have just gone and told 10 other people that you're a great DM. And now before you know it, there's like 100 people in the Discord server like, hey, when are you doing another game?
You! Get me out of this damn thing! We have no time for stragglers. Good. Try using it on that machine next to me. Hurry! Please!
And even though I know what's gonna happen and I know exactly how to get Shadowheart out, I just prefer to like let y'all see the dialogue and, you know, actually enjoy the gameplay.
The console appears dormant.
I'm playing the game, not speed running it. Oh, as a newbie, I think King Hanuman did a great job setting the story and characters for us. It's great to hear. I've played the game both like the actual, you know, Baldur's Gate 3 as well as like D&D 5e or like third edition like 3.5 where they just wanted combat, right? Because combat was the only thing that really, you know, seemed to give them a rush. And I've noticed that people who are combat hungry in those type of situations tend to also be the ones who do weird stuff, like try to sleep with other people's characters. And it's cool if like your two characters have a consensual romance, but like I've met a few people who were like pushing it and clearly making certain women in our party like uncomfortable. And then it's like then I gotta be the asshole and get loud and cuss somebody out. It's just like don't do that. Don't ruin it for everybody. We're having a great time. It's my side hustle now, one of a few, so I will run games for parties and groups that want my services. I go deep into everything and try my best to incorporate everyone's background somehow. Yeah, insert the rune.
The console hums to life.
That's lit.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous
That's how
squirming
it's
in your
supposed to be.
head. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
The way the narrator says authority. I love that shit. Then discomfort fades and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority. Hmm. Yeah. Like if you have players that have really dope chemistry just outside of the game, like they're just cool people, and then when they get in game, they're just having fun and shit. Hmm. They're just like, yes, I'm a bard, and let me take the part that's funny about bards and run that shit into the ground. I'm gonna have sex with everybody. Or they'll try to, I've also had people try to narrate their own characters to a point where they'll be like, it won't just be them talking for their characters. They'll be like, all right, and you just see me in the corner making out with somebody, or not so discreetly having a threesome. And it's just like, what do you mean? That's not that's not how this works. That's not how this works at all. Or people who do the like, oh, I'm an evil character, so I'm gonna cause mischief and mayhem. But like they're not at all subtle. There's no finesse to it whatsoever. So they just end up doing things that are genuinely inconvenient. Do you do you DM or prefer to be a player? To be honest, I think both of them can be very fulfilling, especially when I have a healthy balance of, yeah, like evil doesn't mean murder hobo or stupid. And then their excuse will be, well, I'm an evil character. That's what evil characters do. We do murder hobo stuff. And it's just like, no. Like, have you learned anything from our favorite anime? The best villains are the ones that have like actual reasons behind doing shit. If they're just a bad guy for the sake of being a bad guy, or they just kind of flip out on people when they're a murder hobo, you get Broly. And Broly was a great fucking character. But like if everybody's doing the Broly thing, or like, now that we all know Broly exists, you're not Broly. You're like you're trying to I'm an evil character your way out of every criticism, and it doesn't work. Like be Scar. You feel what I'm saying from the Lion King? Have reasons behind wanting to be a murder hobo, and maybe it'll make sense. Like being the Dark Urge, for example. It makes sense for the Dark Urge to potentially be a murder hobo in like very, very tense and like volatile situations. Yeah, like Killmonger is a pretty good example. You feel what I'm saying? Or like how Doctor Doom is basically like it's me versus everybody. But like not really, because he has a soft spot for certain people. Like Storm, for example. Like Doctor Doom will do a lot of crazy shit. But like I don't think I've ever seen a comic about him being blatantly disrespectful to Aurora. It's like no matter who you're dealing with, even the most powerful people in our favorite anime and comics, like when it's well written and well received, they have certain motivations. And it's like, damn, I gotta respect it, even though I hate you for this. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of comic books sitting right here. I got a bunch of old systems. I don't know if you were in here earlier, but me and all of the homies, we collect systems because we love it. So the Nintendo 64 and the PS4 is sitting right here. We got the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, the PS5 sitting right here next to my PC build that I put together myself, by the way. The first day I got it, right? I just got PC parts in the mail from a friend, and then I learned how to build the PC that same day. Um, and I'm very proud of that, that I was able to pull that off. Shout out to the autism. Um, we got what is it? The Nintendo GameCube, the PlayStation 2, the Wii, the Wii U. What else is back here? Two PlayStation 3s, a Sega Genesis. Yeah. So we're fully kitted. We're fully, suited and booted for the nerdism. The nerdery is in full effect. Um, Oh, actually, he has the Super Nintendo and I think the PlayStation in his room. Yeah, I think man has the PlayStation and the Super Nintendo in his room. We just don't have cords for it yet, but we will eventually. But yeah, Ignore the sensation. Will the pod to open. I am also a comic book fan. Yeah, my favorite. Who is it? What's my favorite comic?
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command
And yield
and
to
yield
it.
to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
I think my favorite comic of all time,
Thought I was done for.
because of how disturbing and like emotionally impactful it was. I think it was a Spider-Woman comic, and it was Skin and Bone. It was it was a set of sisters, right? Um one of them was skin, one of them was bone, and when they were together, they actually like she would put her skin, one sister as skin, would envelop the sister that was bone, so they would look relatively normal. And then they had another sister who was like being abused, and it was like I can't remember all the details of the comic, but I just remember it being like Spider Woman and Skin and Bone, and that comic freaked me the fuck out when I was a kid. But it was like it freaked me out in a good way. Let's go over here and talk to Shadowheart.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness because you have a Gith with you.
Dangerous company.
Dangerous company is what you need in a fight.
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
All right, let's get going. I'm Glacier.
Shadowheart. One moment.
Finally. Let us make for the helm. We've wasted enough time already.
She's right. Lead on.
Yeah, yeah, flesh and bone. That to this day is the one comic that sticks out amongst all the comics I've read. Also, when it comes to these dudes right here, I never liked the idea of touching this machine because either it activates them and you have to kill them, or it just kills them while they are in the shits. And personally, I feel like not touching it and just letting nature take its course would be like better, considering I don't have another option. Because at the very least, this way they'll die instantaneously in the crash. Whereas I don't know if it's painless if they, you feel what I'm saying, die due to the effects of the machine. Also, considering what we are going to be up against, let's equip Lae'zel or Bazel in Shadowheart with
This
some
breeds
equipment.
madness.
Which of these is the one that was the... Okay, yeah, I think it was this one that I liked the most. Okay, so let's get you kitted up. Progenitor of Bones. Kiss of Scourge. Let's go here with it. Daughter of the Grove. No. Progenitor of Bones or Kiss of Scourge. Shadow Road. Oh, that's right, because it's no longer. I have to put these back in to give Lae'zel access to them. I forgot about that. Lady of Night headwear and Spider's Weave headwear just in case. I think I'm gonna give her Rebellion because she does use like the two-handed shit. So let's give Bazel Rebellion. But first, let me transfer all of this to her. Oh wait, she already has it. Good, good. I was like, what? Is this a decent fit? Shadow robe. Oh, that's what it is. It's basically Orin's outfit. MCU will probably never use flesh and bone. I know. Like when it comes to some of the most impactful stories, like some of the awesomest shit, it's like they try to use it for, profit, but typically end up running the shit into the ground. Empowered Eldritch Blast, additional one force damage. And both of these are identical, right? Wait, what's the difference between the Shadow Robe and the Shadow Robe 2? Can one of them be dyed and the other one can't? Is that the difference? All right, that's what the Stella Nocturne dress looks on Lae'zel. All right, so I'm gonna definitely have to use this one, I think. Although I do like the way this shit looks on Karlach. The Daughter of the Grove shit looks really, really good on. Oh, okay, that's just the default shit for the Bolus robe. Okay, I understand. Well, I'm gonna have to find some other armor for Bazel. Let me see. What is the Kiss of the Scourge boots? Progenitor of Bones. Not bad. Spider's Weave. Hmm. I like the chains. That's all right. Especially once I switch it to something else. It'll be that much cooler looking. Kiss of the Scourge or Progenitor of Bones. What looks better for Bazel? Actually, the Progenitor of Bones looks very interesting. But the Kiss of Scourge also looks nice. Summon Quoth the Raven. Hey, wait a minute. I forgot about this. Progenitor of Bones. Progenitor of Bones. You know what? I'm gonna leave that for Carla. So I'm gonna give her the Scourge outfit, and I'll be lurking now. Take care. Take care, Sai. Thank you for lurking in chat. I appreciate it. I should be streaming for like another 40 minutes or so, at least. Although I am hungry. I definitely need to eat something. So I might hop off specifically to get something to eat and then hop right back on. The Spider's Weave. Which one of these posts was it? And that was the Lady of Night, and then that was the Progenitor of Bones. What about the Scourge? I don't think the Scourge should add anything. Oh wait, no, my character is wielding that one. So which one is this one? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Actually, the Lady of the Night one does not look bad. both of them have that tattered look. I like that. Lazel's underwear. Is there other Bifrost cloak? I'm guessing these are just different items you can wear for the other sets. Doesn't really work well for what we're doing on Lae'zel, so we're just gonna leave that there. Save that for Karlach. We gotta spawn some magical instruments so we can play lovely tunes. I'm not sure these work with Gith-Yankee body types. Oh, you know what? I actually don't have to do that. I can put her in whatever armor I want and just have what is it? This Generator Bones, Kiss the Surge. I mean, that's okay. Let's see what the other outfits are hitting for. Wait, the ballast armor looks nice. Hmm. Okay, it looks okay. It looks weird on the Get Yankee because it doesn't have I guess, the right texture, so it just defaults to something else. This Daughter of the Grove, Lady of the Night. That's the one that I have on. Progenitor of Bones is nice, but it looks better on Karlach because she's buff. Okay, so if I wanted to take the, soft and gentle route, I can do that. Like she got the nice little flowy fit on. I'm thinking about wearing this on my character, so I'm not gonna do that just yet. But I do like this fit though. So let me go here real quick and see what we're working with. One of these has to be the boots for the outfit I was looking at. Bifrost boots, flawless footwear, Bifrost boots. Those don't show up on her feet. Those don't show up either. Does the mask show up? It does. Oh, that's cool. What about this stuff? Huh? Okay. You know what? To be honest, I would not be mad if Bazel was barefoot in this particular outfit. I'm not gonna lie. All right, now let's get to the weapons. We finna give her Rebellion. To all of my Devil May Cry players, welcome. And let's give her range weapon. Oh, she already has it. All right, all right. I don't want to make her too overpowered, so I'm gonna just give her that one weapon and leave it at that. Okay. So now let's switch to Shadowheart. Shadowheart is easier because I have a lot of experience with Shadowheart's outfit. So I already remember all of the little shits. It's the Daughter of the Grove shit. I like the way she looks in this. I think she looks fucking lit. Is this the daughter? Yep. Daughter of the Grove boots. Daughter of the Grove gloves. And for her camp clothing, our camp clothing is alright the way it is right now. I mean, she mainly is a spellcaster. She can wield this weapon. And I don't mind coming off the first blade of the Chosen. So I'm gonna give her that. I don't have any really good shields right now, so we're just gonna leave that as it is. She doesn't have any ranged weapons, but she is a spellcaster, so ultimately that won't be too big of a problem. And I need to spawn some extra magical instruments. Actually, you know what? I think Shadowheart would look really good in one of these sets. Maybe the Stellar Nocturne. Okay, Shadowheart. All right, let's see what's good with these bottoms. Okay. And let's check out the other dresses in the Stellar Nocturne set. Let me see. What's up with this one? That one. I'm not gonna lie. That looks kind of good. Hmm. Question is which one? And that's equipped by Lae'zel, Lady. Oh, Lady of the Night. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Daughter of the Grove. We could double up on Daughter of the Grove. Valkyrie outfit. What about that? I mean, it just looks like armor. And I think this is from the other set. I don't know if I like this one as much because I would like it to look like actual armor and not just like something that's supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, the Night Song dress is okay. That looks like loungewear. I could see this being some actual loungewear. I just got to get the right colors on. Let's see. And if it's the Night Song dress, is there specific shits for a Night Song? Flawless footwear. Oh, right, because there's like Bifrost armor up here. Oh, so it changes the physics. Okay, that's what's different about it. Oh, wait a minute. This is the fit. If there was ever a fit, this is the one. I would just have Shadowheart walking around in this all the time. I'm not gonna lie. This reminds me of the girl, the one girl off Treasure Planet. The fucking captain. I actually love this fit. I'm keeping that. And the Bifrost boots actually look really, really good. I like the Bifrost. So let's keep it there. I'm gonna open up the die a little bit later, but for right now, I think we're good.
I have
My
such a
character
headache.
is definitely good. I like the fit that I'm wearing right now, but just to see if I wouldn't like something else better, because I was rushing, let's see if I like a different camp outfit better. Because this is cute. This is a cute dress. But let me see. Valkyrie, where was it? Which one was it? Umberly dress, succubus body wear. There it is. So it doesn't really work for my character model, probably because I'm a fucking tiefling. Yeah, it just doesn't work for my character model. This is bullshit. I don't think the Night Song or any of the other shit will work either. I don't know. All right, so that worked. You know what? I think I'm gonna just go with this because I really, really do like Orin's outfit. You know what? This does give her a very inhuman look, but it also screams bad bitchery and witchery. So, like, I think I'm gonna go with this. But instead of it being red, though, I think I want it to be a different color. So, Bear with me for a couple more minutes while I open up my die inventory. Wait, which one is... I need to turn that off so I don't have to keep moving it. Harlequin black and white die. All right, let's see what the Harlequin black and white die is hitting. Show me my fit. There we go. All right. Can I do it back to back? I cannot do it back to back. I still can only die one thing at a time. Larian Studios, please. Okay. I kind of like that because it's giving bone, right? Like it kind of looks like bone. Where is the die box? Die box, die box, die box. Did I already pull out the thing for the die box? Where is it? I know this isn't it, and this isn't it, and this isn't it. Am I just being blind right now? Am I just fucking blind? Or am I just extra special for not remembering that it's probably in my bag of holding? Is it in my bag of holding? No, it's not my bag of holding either. Money, scrolls, tutorial chests, shits. Oh damn, maybe I dropped it by accident. Or did I already spawn it? Oh, I already spawned it. That's why the magical shit isn't showing up because it's already right here. See? I knew I was missing something. I'm sorry, that's my fault. Um, one of them is like a furnace, black and red. Bloody plum dye, white and scarlet is okay. Black and red furnace dye. There we go. Baby blue and gold for Shadowheart because I really like that on her. She looks absolutely adorable. And the cheater summon box. There we go. I made a mistake and put it in the fucking dye box so I didn't have access to it. Now it's here. All right. Now that everybody got their outfits on, we're putting everything back in the bag of holding. Do I need that? Probably not. Because it's just going to turn the shit white. Lush Burgundy, I need to check that out. Put that in there, put that in there, put that in there, put you in there, that in there, that in there, put that in there. Leave that out because I'm going to need to summon some of that shit. All right, there we go. Lazel has all of the whatchamacallits. That's an easy thing to work with. I will say it makes it look like she's naked low key because the white kind of blends in once you get to the shadow part between her thighs. So I definitely want to change that to like a black if I can instead. So hopefully this black and red furnace dye does a trick. Yes. All right, so black mask, black shits. The puh is protected. So there's no problems there. Definitely gives the inhuman look I was looking for, right? Because I feel like the ruler of the sixth circle of hell should look a little bit different. So all right. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else?
Eager
Lazel
for
or
battle.
Bazel. She's okay in black because of her skin, but she might look good in
No
something
time to
else.
waste.
I'm not 100% sure about that right now, but I am 100% sure about you, Shadowheart. So I'm gonna change the Daughter of the Grove set to the baby blue and gold for now. And then we are going to test out the color palette on, I forgot what it's called. What is this shit called again? What is it called? The Royal Knight outfit. So let's test out baby blue and gold Royal Knight outfit. It's cute. It's cute, but it's doing a little bit too much with the yellow and gold on top of each other. So let's see. Okay, the black and furnace, it's okay, but I need iconic. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, that's giving a little bit more iconic energy. What about the Lush Burgundy? Because Lush Burgundy is one of my favorites. Damn, I might have to go with Lush Burgundy. White and Scarlet. Let's see if White and Scarlet is taking it home. Damn. It's reminding me of Dante a little bit. Not gonna hold you. Not going to hold you. Yep, yep. It's giving Dante from Devil May Cry, and I love it. And it matches with the blade. I love it completely. All right, now we are going to level
Waiting
up
blades
Shadowheart.
always sharp.
Right, so now you can see the fit. You can see the fit in the baby blue and gold. Y'all see it? Let me see. 130, 140. It's almost 2 hours. About to hit the 2 hour mark. Hmm. You actually feel like making breakfast, or you need me to go downstairs? What'd you say? Come with you. All right. So after I'm done with this first battle and we get past the cutscene and we end up on a beach, I'm a BRB. I'm not gonna end the stream. I'm gonna just put the little be right back shits up, and then I'm gonna go downstairs with my baby cakes because she doesn't feel like going downstairs by herself. And I don't make the rules. When your baby cakes doesn't feel like going downstairs by themselves, I don't make the rules. You just gotta go downstairs with your baby cakes. All right, so for a cleric. First of all, I need her to be a what is it? Warcaster for advantage. Deep Star Knowledge. What's this? Unparalleled control. Oh, you can add your strength modifier from your damage. Oh shit. Wait. I'm going to put this on her character because again, she's a cleric, so her wisdom is high. And if I give her wisdom of the stars, her wisdom modifier will be added to damage rolls from all sources, all of them, every single one. And I like that. Inflict wounds is good. Guiding bolt is good. The healing spell is good. Shield of faith is okay. Bane is for what it is. I'm trying to accomplish because I want her to run heals mostly rather than debuffs. So we're gonna go there with it. And what's coming up for this? I'll do level 3. What is it? I wanted to do ability improvement, wisdom. Let's do ability improvement so that she gets buff to wisdom and gets another shit added to her damage that she does. And you're mainly going to be using spells, not the shits. And you have a dagger, and finesse weapons benefit from dexterity. So I'm gonna give you 14 dexterity to up your points and shits. More ability points. I'm gonna put something into your strength, obviously, and then I'm gonna put something into her. Do I want her wisdom to be 20? I want her wisdom to be 20 fairly quickly. Yeah, we're gonna do it that way. Prepared spell. Actually, doesn't intelligence control how many spells you can learn at a time? I might have to sacrifice that and just go straight for intelligence and then allow her to access more of those spells at once. Find traps. Prayer of healing. I don't think the prayer of healing is going to be needed off the bat. So instead, I will prepare lesser restoration because lesser restoration, I can use that to help people along the way. I don't remember who be needing help along the way, but I do remember there's multiple people along the way in this game that genuinely need some help. All right, low on storage space. Did I already upload those other videos? I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, okay, so that's the video that's currently being recorded. Let me make sure I got enough storage space. Go to my recycle bin, delete that. Because I had a bunch of videos from previous streams saved in my PC and then I kept forgetting to upload them. But I was a responsible young man. I uploaded all my other streams the other day. So yeah, we're good. Also, Baldur's Gate 3 takes up like 160 gigabytes of space. Damn. All right, so level 3 on Shadowheart. Now let's go to Bazel and level Bazel up to level 3. Typically with Lae'zel,
Enough
I
waiting. I crave blood.
yeah, I gotta change your fit. Get you some different armor. But let's see, fighter level 2, that's good. I'm going to give her the alert feat because she mainly does melee damage up close and personal. So I don't want her to get surprised in any of our battle encounters because that would basically just leave her as a fucking sitting duck, and that's dumb. Fighter level 3, battle master, arcane archer, eldritch knight. I think I'm gonna just go with the battle master because there are a few enemies in game that really do significantly less damage if you can effectively disarm them. Let's see, large or smaller. Yeah, trip attack, sweeping attack, attack multiple enemies at once. I like the trip attack more because there's multiple attacks you can use to hit multiple people at once. Like there's plenty of AoE shit. And if I'm doing spells and I get the evocation feat, then my attack spells won't hurt other people in my party. But the disarming attack and all of that with your spells and shit, that's fucking lit. Pushing attack, menacing, fainting. You know what? Actually, yeah, I'll probably do the sweeping attack as well since I can get all three. I thought I could only choose two of them. Select the feat because I get shits for shits. I'm going to give her the mobility feat because initially Lae'zel can do a lot of damage, but because she wears heavy armor, she has very very little mobility. So I'm gonna get her on that. All right, so both of them leveled up. And let's look at my character. I'm level 6 as a
Signifies health
wizard
progress.
because I wanted to have access to a bunch of my spells. And if you look at my spell book right here, I got some of the other spells that I wanted all prepared. I got 16 spells prepared. But yeah, we are nearing the helm.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Cane yank.
They are right now, they are dressed the way they behave. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even think about that at first. But yeah, no, they are definitely dressed the way they behave. Come here, my boy. Mink, mink. Link! Link! Stupid!
Draw. Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Connect the nerves. Nerves. We will connect them.
Alright, so first and foremost, I'm gonna switch back to this outfit because I like the little orb glowing on my back. I really enjoy that a lot. Also, since I'm going first, let me show off some of the abilities I have. Let's see. Okay, create 6 meteors that can be sent towards enemies. So let me hop out around you real quick because I'm not 100% sure if this will hit other people by accident. Hmm. Well, I kind of want to use the meteors on the whatchamacallit. So let me offhand attack. Nah, fuck it. And which one of these goes first? Oh, it's the doggy that goes first. Yeah, stupid. You're not even gonna get the chance. All right, I don't have any more attack actions, but I definitely have some more offhand attack actions. So I am going to cast uh shit. What can I even do right now? I'm just gonna use my offhand ranged attack. All right, killed him, and I'm not sure I can even reach that far, but I do have one more bonus action, so let's
You
see.
picked the wrong fight, friend.
Yeah, bitch. How much damage did I do? Oh my sweet baby Jesus, I did not do enough damage. Yeah, I'm flying. I'm flying over here for 2 reasons. Number 1, to activate the cutscene, and number 2,
It's clear. Hurry, before they strike.
all right, and to get these 3 other demons to pop out so I can end my turn. And with Lae'zel's superiority die, I'm just going to jump as far as I can twice and start jumping the dude, the demon dude over here.
Make way.
I don't even know if I can effectively hit him. Hold on. Let me see if I can hit him with this disarming attack. If I can, fuck, I missed. Wait, action surge, Lae'zel. You can do this. I believe in you. Damn it, he saved against the disarming attack. Okay, so he stays armed. But I'm doing a couple of licks of damage. I don't want you to die, so you're just gonna move a little bit and so you can feel like you're a part of the group doing stuff. Not even worth the counter spell. You all missed. All right, that's as far as she can go. Can I go further if I most certainly can. Jump. All right, Shadowheart. We are finna guiding bolt this shit. Yeah, guiding bolt seems like it would do way more damage right now. 8 to 33. Fuck, 95%. There's a 5% chance I miss. Watch. Better not. Okay. I was about to say. You got me fucked up if you weave that shit. Also, I want somebody to do some audio modding for this game and change some of the audio for the spells. Because I loved hearing the voice actors shout their little shits. But I would like some more variety. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. All right, there's multiple of y'all in my face right now, so we finna do Blood Wave. And look at that. Piles of meat. Look at all that meat. All right, now we are going to go for the serious strike. Ooh, Edge of Darkness.
Blood follows me everywhere.
Yeah, I'm on your ass now, Commander Zulk. Hmm? I don't have enough resources to attack you again, but I'll tell you what. This murderous smite. It's gonna be the death of you, my boy. Just give me enough time. How many times can I use this ability? Can I spam murderous smite? I rolled a 21. Yeah, get your ass down. Huh? Get your ass down on the ground, Commander Zulk. Hmm? I know your ass finna sulk when you get back to hell and realize that I put these hands on you. Hmm? Another murderous smite. Look at the far realms. Do it. Give me extra damage. Yeah, you're not gonna be alive long. Hmm? Hmm? Feel every
Swift and
piece.
lethal.
Yeah, swift and lethal indeed, Lazo. Except you can't hit this bitch even if you're right next to him because of the darkness. All right, so I am going to use a sweeping attack. Maybe? Maybe. All right, so Lazel, come over here.
Make way.
And I know you are blinded, right? So you can't land any direct attacks. Oh, you can. I thought, okay, never mind. Absolute power. Do it. A critical hit. Yeah. Yeah. Feel every piece. Oh, does she have two primary actions already? Or was that just oh, it costs a bonus action, not a primary action. I should have looked at that more closely. All right, that's what I get. Now, feel every single solitary, fully realized piece of me not paying attention. That was my own fault. And a sweeping attack, a disarming attack. You're on the ground, so you keep saving against this disarming attack. Drop your weapon so I can pick it up off the ground and use it to kill you. I know that's morbid as fuck, but it's a video game and you're a bad guy. Okay, Shadow Hort, it's your time to shine. Because you are literally in the perfect position. So how do I want to do this? Can I? Oh shit. Okay, well now that she's here, wait, the path is interrupted? What do you mean the path is interrupted? Cease and desist. Okay, set everything on fire. Now here's where the fun stuff happens. I'm a shadow step over here and pick this up. And now I'm gonna shadow step back over here. And after I end my turn and have Lae'zel jump over here, I can actually go
Still
back
breathing,
and cancel
despite
my
everything.
end turn and have my character carefully just place this in the world right here. And then we just add a little bit of fire. But first, let's go over here real quick. Let's teleport using the shadow step. Uh my fucking my thigh hurts because I've been working out. Now I got this soreness in my shit if I sit down for too long because it's not completely healed yet. The soreness. All right, what did hold on, I forgot. I gotta reselect the firebolt. And let's see if this works. Path is interrupted. Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me with this shit? All right, you know what? I'm gonna throw the fucking meteor. I'm gonna throw the meteors. That's what I'm gonna do. Hmm. Oh shit, the power word kneel is perfect for this situation. Because I can just
We need
walk
to
up,
find a way forward.
make them kneel. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna go get something to eat because I'm hungry and I gotta pee. I shall be right back. While I'm gone, I shall be playing music. But first, let me turn down the sweet, sweet sounds of Baldur's Gate 3 and turn up the sweet, sweet sounds of this lo-fi playlist. That's my favorite.
Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions. That's one small step for